This is Business Report Nigeria, brought to you by your digital First Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. I am Ruel Penawa. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has revealed that Nigeria's foreign reserve has fallen to its lowest level in 10 months. In the second week of March, Nigeria's foreign exchange reserve stood at $34.74 billion. This stands as a year-to-date decline of $632.9 million, about 1.79%. Nigeria's reserve position has not been at this level since the 11th of May 2020. The foreign reserve made records of a steady decline regardless of the recent rise in the global oil markets, and the decline in Nigeria's external reserve position is also as a result of the CBN's intervention to stabilize the exchange rates. Still, regardless of these interventions, the Naira has continued on a downward devaluation trend and is currently trading at 412 Naira per dollar in the importers and exporters windows. Expert analysts have said the drop is taking place as a result of a number of things, which include low foreign inflows into the country and discouraging forex policies. On Tuesday, March 9th, President Muhammadu Buhari flagged off the $3.2 billion Port Harcourt to Maiduguri narrow gauge railway reconstruction project with new branch lines to Owerri, Imo State and Damaturu, Yobe State. Now, according to the president, the project is meant to revive the railway transportation, and its administration is intent on its expansion so it can achieve contemporary demand for transport in the northeast and southern geopolitical zones of the country. The funding of the railway is through loan from a syndicate of Chinese finances to fund 85% project costs, and the federal government's contribution of 15% stands as counterpart funding. Mr. Chibuike Amechi, Minister of Transportation, noted that the Federal Ministry of Transportation was working in line with directives from the President to implement the Nigerian Railway Modernization Project and progressively expand the railway network. On Wednesday, March 10th, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) were at the National Assembly to demand that the bill seeking the removal of the minimum wage from the exclusive list to concurrent list should be done away with. Comrades Ayuba Waba and Quadri Olaleye, presidents of the NLC and TUC, gave assurance about strike actions by Labour that will follow inaction from the government. The workers had assembled at the Unity Fountain, Abuja, on Wednesday to protest peacefully and officially hand over a document containing workers' demands from government. Comrade Ayuba Waba placed emphasis on the national minimum wage being a standard set by the International Labour Organization (ILO), ratified by the Nigerian government since 1961, and therefore a reversal would be wrong. He stated in clear terms, and I quote, "The bill that seeks to remove the minimum wage from the exclusive list to the concurrent list is not accepted." Senator Abdullahi Sabi, the Deputy Chief Whip of the Senate, appealed to the workers to trust the lawmakers as they would do everything possible to make sure the rights and demands of workers are respected. Cryptocurrency exchanges in Nigeria are being intentional about using KYC, know your customers, and making background checks for users by self-regulation guidelines that ensure transparency, and a code of conduct are established for market participants to operate businesses within the ecosystem to ensure security against hacks. For instance, Binance, a major exchange, has said users who register on its platform must provide their government-issued ID or BVN and pass a 3D liveliness test or selfie, amongst others. Users are to accept the terms and conditions, privacy policy, and other Binance platform rules. These guidelines usually are in tune with elements defined by the International Organization of Securities Commissions (IOSCO) in a 2000 paper, which include transparency and accountability, contractual relationships, and coordination and information sharing. These efforts are put in place in a bid to endear the heart of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and other regulators towards cryptocurrency. There is more coming up on Business Report Nigeria. I will be back after the shot. The African African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank, has signed the instrument of accession to the Inter-Surety Agreement for the implementation of the COMESA Regional Customs Transit Guarantee Bond Agreement. This means that the bank is now set to begin the implementation of its $1 billion Continental Transit Guarantee Scheme. $200 million is earmarked for the COMESA region. The agreement was signed today, March 11th, by the President of Afreximbank and Chairperson of the Council of Regional Customs Transit Guarantee to set the stage for the implementation of the Afreximbank African Collaborative Transit Guarantee Scheme, AACTGS, designed to ensure the smooth transit of goods across Africa through a continent-wide single technology-enabled transit guarantee scheme. The Nigerian Stock Exchange, NSE, had received final approval from the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Corporate Affairs Commission for its demutualization plan, under which a new non-operating holding company, the Nigerian Exchange Group PLC NGX Group, had been created. The group is going to have 3 operating subsidiaries, namely NGX Regulation Limited, the Independent Regulation Company, Nigerian Exchange Limited, the Operating Exchange, and NGX Real Estate Limited, the Real Estate Company, all of which have been duly registered at the CAC. The approvals now mean that the NSE can activate its transition plan to a new operational structure and holding company covering legal and practical changes to ensure the functioning of the new corporate structure with no loss of service and seamless transition. The Embassy of the United Arab Emirates in Nigeria has started a series of trade and investment promotion activities with the purpose of boosting bilateral trade and investment volume between the UAE and Nigeria. The Trade Promotion Initiative focuses on attracting key industry stakeholders and investors across all sectors in both countries to develop trade opportunities, and Nigeria has been chosen as a result of its pivotal position as the top investment market in Africa. Now, according to the UAE Minister of State, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, the UAE continues to see Nigeria as an important and trusted partner, as there have been high-level political exchanges leading to the signing of several key agreements aimed at solidifying overall bilateral relations over the years. Non-oil trade between nations was valued at $1.4 billion in 2019, and there are expectations for increment. First Bank of Nigeria Limited has begun implementing Naira for Dollar policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria by rewarding customers with 5 Naira for every dollar received through foreign remittances. CEO of First Bank, Dr. Adeshola Adeduton, said, and I quote, "At First Bank, we are pleased to participate in the CBN's Naira for Dollar scheme as it will contribute to deepen financial inclusion in Nigeria." There's still more coming up on Business Report Nigeria. I will be back after the short break. At the Development Bank of Nigeria's International Women's Day seminar held to celebrate the achievements of women, panelists stated that failure to optimize the potential of women will affect the social and economic development of Nigeria. Now, according to Tony Okpanachi, Managing Director, CEO of Development Bank of Nigeria PLC, women are the real architects of society. Andrew Ali, CEO, Southbridge, and Amina Oyagbola, founder of Whisker, spoke on the effect of gender exclusion and that women make up half of the population of countries, so restricting this huge manpower to just household management will hurt the economy. Amina Oyagbola stressed the need for women to be focused, goal-oriented, and invest their energy in networking. Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, has urged the West African Telecommunications Regulators Assembly, WATRA, to ensure a speedy development of seamless telecommunications network and infrastructure across West Africa. According to him, these objectives can be achieved through the formulation and implementation of sound regulatory policies aimed at increasing the growth of the telecommunications sector. He said, and I quote, "It is noteworthy that the Nigerian telecommunications sector grew by 15.9% in 2020 from 11.41% in 2019 and 11.33% in 2018, thereby recording the highest growth rate in the last 10 years. The Executive Vice Chairman, Nigeria Communications Commission, NCC, Professor Umar Dambata, urged ICT experts across West Africa to be ambitious. He expressed optimism that the time has come for all to come together and propel the West Africa Telecommunications Regulators Assembly in putting the region at the forefront of ICT development. Abdul Rashid Bawa, chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, testified yesterday on the ongoing trial of Abubakar Ali Peters and his company Nadebo Energy, and they were accused of a 1.4 billion naira oil subsidy scam. The EFCC had accused Abubakar Ali Peters and his company of allegedly using forged documents to obtain approximately 1.4 billion naira from the federal government as oil subsidy after inflating the quantity of premium water spirits. The defendants, who were arraigned on a 27-count charge of obtaining money by false pretense, forgery, and use of forged documents, pleaded not guilty to the charge. Analyzing the email correspondences of the defendants, Bawa discovered that the defendants, contrary to their claim, took about 6 million liters of petroleum spirits from the mother vessel to their chartered vessel, and the email confirmed that the same quantity was discharged at Port Harcourt. And in conclusion, between 2019 and 2020, members of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, spent about 143.29 billion naira in alternative power supply. 61.8 billion naira was spent in 2019 and 81.9 billion naira was spent in 2020. The manufacturers have called on the federal government to review downwards the current increment in electricity tariff in the country, adding that the COVID-19 pandemic had a negative impact on the manufacturing industry as a result of the global lockdown. And on that note, we end Business Report Nigeria. Thank you for watching. Do follow us on social media at TOS TV Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TOS TV Network. I am Ruel Penawa.